And Sam, and welcome to What Are We Doing Here?
Let's get yapping.
Hello.
21?
22. 22. Biggest major update. You're never going to get it.
I'm never going to get it.
Well, we also just had a week off because we'll tell you about the crazy plans, but we had a week off, and so it's been like a couple weeks before we recorded, and then I chopped my hair off, and Bri and I mean, this was what, a week ago now?
Yeah. Because she popped on, and I haven't seen Sam in person. And yes, I've seen videos, but it seems so much realer now that I'm looking at you. And so I go, God, my hair is so long. I
So
could literally double my hair to where yours is at and still have extra. But the thing is I could never have my hair any shorter than my shoulders. Like, if it goes any shorter than my shoulders, it like I'll look like Bozo the Clown. Like, I will just have crazy hair.
I have very straight hair, so it does work like this, and I get like all the layers so that it like gets choppy. It's wet right now, but I love the look of long hair. I love you with long hair. I loved when I had long hair, but I just can't. One, in the summer, it's too freaking hot. Two, the minute it's long, like mine was like to here-ish. We cut off a decent amount. I wear it up. I wear it up in these stupid clips all the time. Yeah. Like, I carry these things with me like all the time. Right now, it's too short to do it. But I don't know. I like my hair short. It's easier to maintain. It takes 2 seconds in the shower. Oh, we were also talking about that today.
That it takes...
Hating showers.
Oh, hating showers.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a process. And you and I are on the same page. It's like, it's not just taking a shower. It's the hair, the naked, the shampoo.
You could see how long my leg is right now. Because I literally, like, you could look at my leg and see, like, it looks like a man's leg. Like, I don't think I've shaved in...
I didn't expect to see a leg.
I don't think I've shaved in 2 months. No.
Oh, damn.
When did we go to the lake? That's the last time when we rescue people. That
Memorial
was the last,
Day.
That was the last
Middle
time
of
I
May.
shaved. Yeah.
That's a month and a half ago.
Yep. That's the last time I've shaved my legs. I've had no need to.
You're like, I don't need to. It's like you're on like winter status over there.
Well, I'm in the, I don't have a need to, and it's like I have to wear pants at work, so it's not like I can wear shorts. And even the times that I have gone out, I've been running or biking, and I'm like, I don't care that my legs are hairy. Like, I haven't been out to the water, so like if we went out to the water this weekend, or if I did something out this weekend, I would shave. I'm probably going to shave tonight, to be honest, but
and you're wearing like long dresses when you go out. So like even like if you're not in pants, you're still in maxi dresses.
Yeah.
My legs are shaved, but I just went to a wedding. So like, I shaved for the wedding, and then being on the lake, I do that. But that's like the least fun. What happened? Hello?
Well, this would be fun because it says it's still recording. I don't know. It said, oh, snap, out of memory.
Whatever. Stupid. Last episode, we had issues with this, too. We finally were like, fuck it, we're done.
I know, we were so over it last time. I was like, I'm done. I'm literally about to check my computer across the room. Like, it was so over it. Anyways.
Anyway, do you want to do, you said you have a book corner. You want to do that?
I do, sure. Book corner. So I read this book, and it's been like talked about, whatever it is, like gotten awards. So it's called Phantasma, and I was like, all right, I don't know if it's worth the hype. Like, I was just gonna kind of leave it, and I didn't want to be disappointed, but I have had it like in my library for like a month now, and I was like, all right. I finished those other books because the series isn't finished yet, come to find out.
Yeah.
So I was like, son of a dog! Like, so I was like, all right, let me just do it. It's paranormal. The girl is a necromancer in New Orleans, and she comes into her powers, and she ends up being basically like having to go into this house of devils is what it's called, and it's called Phantasma, and it's like a game, and it's like you're trying to survive it for the week, and so it goes through the 7 sins, and so each devil has their own sin, and they play tricks and stuff on you, and so she's trying to help this phantom and like understand or whatever. So like the whole time you're kind of thinking like, okay, like she's gonna win, or she has this like key and she has power, and like cool, like, and you think you know where it's going, but there's a twist at the end, so much so that I
Okay.
read it and I went, and like out loud, and I was like, oh man. And so then I had to finish the book that night, even though it was
Which
like,
doesn't happen for you very
It
often.
doesn't,
because
but
we've talked about it, you've read a million
it
books.
just had such a good twist that like I wasn't like, I was like, oh, okay, whatever, she's gonna end up loving him and saving him or whatever. But then there was a twist and I was like, like, ooh, and I was like, okay, finish reading it now.
So you
I
recommend it?
recommend it. I do. I think it was a good twist. It had good, funny banter. It had like good things within it. It still had the scary bits of like, well, not really scary, but the paranormal bits, and stuff that was.
Is it one
interesting.
book?
One book.
Or a series?
No, it's one book.
Okay.
I don't think there's actually, no, I lied. There's a second book, but the second book is her sister, and it's a completely different so like her story's done, and then the second book goes on with her sister. But yeah, Fantasia.
Is it giving Hunger Game vibes? Because immediately I said, ooh,
no, because they're not forced to be in there. So everyone goes in willingly, and before each one of the challenges, you have an option to leave. And so your choices is either you die,
Perfect.
you can leave of your own free will, or make a deal with one of the devils to either leave or you win. And the like, what do they call him? They call him like the leader of the house. So you don't know like who is the owner of the house, but the owner of the house, when you win, will grant you whatever favor or deal you want for winning Phantasma. So it's like the goal is to win, and these people are all here because their families are out of money, they're greedy, like their brother died, like everyone has a reason to be there and to win, to like grant this basically like wish. So highly recommend.
That sounds a lot better than Hunger Games, because Hunger Games, as I've told you a million times, scares the shit out of me. So like game things, like but I like that they sound like they're doing it because they want to. And so I will. You said the audiobook.
I heard the
really
audiobook was really good too. It like won a couple awards for the audiobook, I think. So
fun.
I read it, but
I haven't had a after I finished the Make Games. And I can't read the next series of the Make Games because it's not finished. I haven't read anything, and you gave me 2 suggestions, and I don't know what they are at the moment. They're in my phone, but I have no book corner to add.
That's
so
fine.
do you have any other book corners?
No, I'm reading this book right now, which is pretty good, but I will probably finish it tonight.
Finished it. Have you done any more ARC reads recently?
No, I haven't looked. I haven't been on, I feel like, Bookstagram like that lately to do any ARC reads, but I usually try to follow certain not artists, certain authors.
Writers?
I was like, because you said art, and I was like, why am I stuck on the R's? I usually follow certain authors with their books, and the couple that I follow haven't been doing the ARC reads, but I'm waiting. When it comes out, I get emails, and I will sign up.
You just said Bookstagram, and I think this is really funny. We haven't talked about this besides a little bit. My Instagram connected to your Instagram, your Bookstagram connected to all of these. Like, I can go into Bri's, I could change her profile picture, I could read her messages if I want, and it's all connected. And then I went on vacation and didn't have time to do it because couldn't figure it out. But no, it still like pops up, and if I go to Instagram,
oh man, you got a million and one notifications then, unless you like muted it.
No, it's not giving me notifications like on my phone, but when I open the app, it's like, like all your guys' responses that I have obviously missed.
Don't look at them. Let me just,
but it's literally
just don't look at them. Just don't look at them.
I went on to look and be like, can I really go change it? That was when we were on the phone, but no,
you
haven't looked at it. I don't need to go look at your messages. You're going to tell me anyway.
It's a million and one. I mean, love language is the reels, right? I mean,
what the fuck?
Guys, why is technology so hard sometimes?
We're 14 minutes into this, and we've cut out 3 times, and I just accidentally stopped the first recording, and so now this is take 2.
It's going to be
we're going to hope that I can combine them.
Anyways, apparently it's over my book recommendations, whatever the hell we were talking about. So
I don't even know. We're moving on.
It said we're done. So
it says we're done hearing about it.
Anyway, you had a pretty fun weekend.
I did.
A weekend plus.
Yeah.
You left on Thursday, so.
Yeah, we left on Thursday and we went to my friend Jen's wedding. She's the wedding that we were getting the dress for, and I'll pop up some photos as I talk. But like, we got in Thursday we got to the hotel at Thursday at like 1 a.m. So super dark. Our flight was delayed 2 hours, but we did try, I don't know if I said this, Spirit first class, like front of the plane. And it's not, I mean, it was a 3-hour flight, so it's not like you get food or, you know, like whatever.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, because of, it was like our median option, like Spirit in the back of the plane with all the checked bags, seat arrangements, and all of these other things were like $650. Delta was like $1150, and then Spirit first class was $850. And so we were like, for round trip for both of us, and we were like, well, that's kind of the middle option. Like, it makes sense. So it was really cool to try it. I would recommend it if you're gonna fly Spirit and it like makes sense. If it's $1 million more, like, I wouldn't say do it, but I will say the bigger seat, the extra, the snacks, the water, like all that, like, I would say it was worth it for how tiny Spirit first class or like Spirit seats are. And Spirit sucks, but first class, I was like, I mean, I'm the top dog on the plane. Like, it's okay. Yeah. What's
Pinky
this?
up. Pinky up.
Yes. I did feel fucking fancy because we were the first ones on the plane, first ones off the plane. We got to go like sit and watch everybody get on. It was very
Move on past.
Move on past. Priority 1, we're like, yes, that's us. It was very
nice.
But you are right next to the flight attendants, so you're watching them being like, get off Facebook. Like this one flight attendant on the way there. The way there was way worse. The way on the way back was much better, but she was like looking for cars to buy on the tablet and then like wasn't talking to it. And I was like, you guys are talking and I can see you. Like, this is professional? Not so much.
I feel like they do that a lot. I don't know. I feel like the couple times I've been either in the back of the plane or something, it's like they're out doing whatever you would do normally, just sitting on a plane.
Just on a plane like you are at work, just there's people around. Yeah. It was good. So I would recommend it if it was like within range. So we get there Thursday, nothing really happened. Friday we decided to leave. Like, first off, did I tell you the sun is up for 15 hours right now?
Oh.
15 hours. It goes up. The first sun is at 5:30 in the morning, and the sun didn't go down until 10 o'clock. Last start was 10 o'clock. So we left at like 9 o'clock, and we're out until basically 10 o'clock, and we're out for 12 hours exploring. We went to go see the Capitol building. We went to go see University of Michigan State. There we go. Ding, ding, ding.
I was like, there's only a couple options in Michigan.
There's only 2. There's University of Michigan and then Michigan State, which is also a big tent. So we went to go see that. We did the brick, like an old brick factory that had burned down. We went to go see this old coal plant, which I thought was so crazy. Did you see that? 5 years ago, 2020, they were still billowing coal out of the frickin'. And the things, the stacks, I don't know what you want to call them, 615 feet in the air. I was like, 615, and there was 3 of them. And they had like nicknames and stuff. It was very cool. We keep calling it like our Pure Michigan, because that's like their commercial. So we got to go see tons of things on Friday, got to see our friends, went to a farmer's market store thing. It was very, very cool. And then Saturday was the wedding. It was a very cute, like, it's called the English Inn, and it's this cute little like cobblestone ground, and then like the old brick building, and then we were in the reception over here, and I thought it was a very, very cute, very fun wedding. And there was like line dancing because he's from Texas, she's originally from Michigan, and they live in Texas now. So they did like a tree planting ceremony because like he's a forester, like does all the forest, so they like planted a tree. It was very cute and it was very fun, and I very much enjoyed myself. I feel like there was more stories that I had about it.
Did you ever watch that show on TLC? It was like four weddings.
Yes.
Where it was like 4 people and they went to each other's weddings, and then they would rate each other on like
in like food, dress,
entertainment, like ceremony and like something else. And it was
Yeah.
like whoever like won the best score got to go on the honeymoon, right? And it was like always this
Yeah.
thing. But it was always, I loved seeing how much people did. So it would be like the ones that have an unlimited budget or like $100,000 budget for 300
Yes.
people. And then you have the ones that are like, I have 150 people and I'm doing it for 15,000. And you're like,
Like,
what? And they end up like
yes.
nailing it. So
And then they bring those two people that are having very, very different weddings
different
to like
weddings.
judge the other.
Yeah, so
one.
it's three. So three go. So like each one of them gets married, and the other three go to the wedding
Yes.
and like rate it. So my question to you then is like, what would you rate the ceremony, the food, decorations, and like overall experience? I think that was like what it is. So like the ceremony, how did you like it? Like, what would you score it out of 10?
Let me preface this. I have been to 2 weddings, and they were last September and then this wedding. So I know very, very little. And I think it's crazy the amount of planning that goes into a wedding. I was just like talking about things that I was seeing that you'd have to plan for, and I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah. You don't have to have
Um,
experience. I think it's just, I feel like when I watched the show, I was in like high school. I had 0 experience. And I was like,
Oh, God.
no, she didn't have that there. That shit sucks. Nope,
Yes.
Becky, rearrange it. Your
Yes.
flowers are hideous.
I
Like-
was the same way. I watched that and like anyway, so I would say you said what? The ceremony? I thought the ceremony was really cute. It was 30 minutes. So it was like in and out.
Love it. Yes.
It was perfect. That was the perfect amount of like getting to see everybody still having like like the event, and they got to tell stories. They did personal vows. They did the little tree planting ceremony, and the tree was like I saw like candle lighting at the first one. This one was like a tree that does well in both Michigan and Texas, and they had dirt from Michigan and Texas.
That's cute.
So I thought the ceremony was like truly adorable, perfect, and it was 30 minutes, so it was like good. And then we did cocktail hour.
So what would you rate the ceremony out of 10? Or out of 5? We'll go out of 5.
Oh, I'd give it a 5.
Okay.
I'd give it a 5 as a guest. 5 all day. Where's your next
food?
Food was I got to say that I was dairy free, so they made a separate meal for me.
Love that.
It was everybody had the same food, so everybody had steak, chicken, mashed potatoes, which I didn't have, and then the green beans. And I thought the steak was cooked perfectly. Chicken was cooked so good. The chicken was steak was actually my favorite.
Portion size was good?
Yeah, it was a whole big little like steak and a piece of
Nice.
chicken and mashed potatoes and green beans. So I was definitely
that.
full, but it wasn't like crazy heavy because it was more of the protein. So I'd give it a 4 because you didn't know what you were getting. I was really curious if they had a vegetarian option, but I had no idea. But 4.5. 4.5.
Okay.
I thought it was really yummy. Dress, gorgeous. Gorgeous. She had sleeves, and it was just so pretty. She wore her like grandmother's, Jen, correct me if I'm wrong, grandmother's pearls.
Cute.
Like so pretty, and so like she doesn't dress up very often, so it was so cool to see her in a dress. So overall, I think it was very, very fun.
Yeah.
And
so
it felt very like, overall experience. I'd give it and I saw my grad school friends, and there was a mix of, I would give it for experience, I'd give it a 5. It was really, the reason I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 is because I liked that there was generations. There was really old people, and then there was kids, and then there was us. And so they did this cool thing that was like, who's been married for more than 25? Everybody that's married come onto the thing. And it was more than 25, more than 30,
so
more than
cute.
40.
That's my favorite. We did that at my first wedding.
Yeah, that's what you did. You did a first wedding.
I did a
I also
first
watched
wedding.
Say Yes to the Dress. I love that show.
I liked it to a point because like I'm not so big like on wedding dress shopping because I feel like I'm more picky now than what I was back then. But it was like everyone has their own styles, and it's like it always, to me, your experience depended on your entourage that you brought with you. So like the people that brought really supportive people had a great time. And the people who brought the really judgy grandma or the really judgy aunt
Yes.
who, you know, blah, 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 like they're the ones who had a bad experience because it was like you could never make that person happy. And then the ones that
Yes,
are like,
I
I don't
agree.
care as long as you're happy and you're beautiful, then like that's all that mattered. They had the best time. So that was always like a common thing that I found that I was like, all right, who you bring matters.
I was saying at the wedding, like, people are so selfish. We talked about this when we talked about your
Mhm.
wedding, of people like coming in before, texting, hey, I'm in town on Thursday. Let's get dinner
Mhm.
before the wedding. You're like, this
I'm doing a
isn't for
million things.
you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just was reminded that people are selfish. Not that I saw anybody doing anything, but just there being like, all these people want different
Mhm.
things and saying, I was like, oh my God. I also
Oh my
liked that they
God.
didn't go around to every table to say, they said like, thank you all for coming. I liked
Oh,
that
good.
because it
We've talked
felt
about
more
that.
personal because they got
Yeah.
to go talk to the people during the dance, during
Mhm.
all the thing instead of like, deep.
Yeah. You
Again,
know, what I heard lately, it was this girl saying you're entitled to a child-free life, but not a child-free world. And I
mhm.
thought that was really cool because, like, I mean, especially with traveling and stuff and like weddings, people
Yeah,
have
there's tons of kids.
so many, like, well, some people want no kids. And so it's
Yeah.
like, or some people on like airplanes get really upset if there's a kid crying or whatever. And it's like, great, you've decided that you don't want kids, but that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that you get a whole world that doesn't have kids. Like, that's how we've survived. That's how we continue on our generations, is people have kids. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
like the common courtesy of like understanding that there's going to be kids, they're going to be upset. Now, is there some like stupid kids sometimes that their parents need to parent them better? Sure, that's always going to happen. But for the
Yeah.
most part, like, let the kids be kids. If the kid's upset in the grocery store, like, let the kid be upset in the grocery store. The kid's upset on the plane, like,
It's a normal reaction for
it's
their
a
age.
normal
Like,
thing. Yeah. Like, let them
you
be a
can't
kid.
expect them to be quiet little adults because they're not adults.
Yes, yes. And so to me, I was like, hit that with people when people get like, oh, like, there's a kid. Like, yeah, well, you know what? Like, they decided to have a kid. That's great. And if you don't like them, then, I pay for a different flight then. Pay for a different seat. I don't know what to tell you.
I
Like,
saw
you
people
don't have
get
to be rude
angry
about
at
it.
the airport. So it's funny that you
Yeah.
say that because people were like, oh, there's a lot of kids on this flight. And I go, put in fucking headphones. Like,
Yeah. Like, everyone you have a way to tune it out. But at the same time, I'm like, a little bit of grace too. And
yeah.
just like, compassion. I always want to like help people sometimes, like, especially like usually I see like the couples, and so I'm like, all right, I'll leave them alone. But I'm like, to me,
Yeah.
if I saw a mom by herself and her kid was like upset on the plane, and like she's obviously dealing with a lot of stuff. I've been there. I know how
Yeah.
that feels to be like, hey,
Yes.
do you want me to grab something for you? Do you want me to hold the kid? Like, I know you don't know me, but like, I'll sit here and hold your kid if you want for a second,
Yeah.
like, while you figure it out. Like, it's just that shit's hard. It's
It's
hard,
not
and I
like
feel like it's a lack of compassion for people to be like, "Ugh," like, you think
I
she
think
wants
people
her
are so
kid to be screaming?
self-centered.
Like, she doesn't want
Yeah.
the kid to be screaming. Like, I don't
She's
want the kid upset. Like, she's
exactly.
embarrassed too, and instead of letting her be embarrassed, I think it would make a lot of moms and a lot of parents just in general feel better if someone was
Yeah.
like, hey, it's okay. Like, you do what
I
you gotta do.
agree.
Let the baby scream. Like,
I
just
think
let
people
the
are
kid cry
so
itself.
self-centered that everybody lives in their own world. And
Mhm.
I have never become friends with people that are so in their own world because it drives me up a wall. I'm like, I understand that I might be a little too empathetic sometimes and could be a little more but
Mhm.
the people that are like, fuck them, I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Be not like, I just saw people at the airplane because there was a couple right behind us that was a shitty ass husband. You could just tell the whole flight shitty.
Oh, yes.
Didn't want to hold him. I knew I had funny stories about this weekend. I was like, what just happened?
I was like, there was something you were telling me about. I remember listening to the voice message, and I was like, oh, I just want to punch this guy in the face. Because again, I've been there.
Yeah, he was so shitty. She was like, clearly it's a new baby, like under a year old, but not like 2 months, probably like
Yeah.
8, 9 months.
Okay.
And so she's doing everything. She's running around. She's trying to do this. She's trying to get him there. And she goes to give her baby to her husband, and he's like, no, got headphones in, being a total like dick. And she goes, I can't handle everything for the 3-hour flight. Hold your son for a minute. And then people behind were like, I hope the kid behaves. And I was like,
I
shut up.
hope he doesn't.
Shut
I hope
up.
he doesn't. Yeah.
I hope he
doesn't.
kicks your
Just
seat.
Yes.
At this point. He
Not old enough
was
to get the
so...
seat, but I hope he does. You know.
Another funny thing, so we get off the plane. We're standing at baggage security. She goes out to the car, takes the kid, takes the stroller, comes back in, and I'm watching the husband look for the bags on the baggage circle. He's picking up every black one that's like decently sized big. And he's looking at the tag, and I hit Hunter and I go, hey, he has no idea what bags his wife packed.
Yeah.
And he goes, how do you know that? And then I was like, watch. And so he kept checking the tag. And I was like, you have truly no idea what suitcase you have. Like, you didn't pack it. You have no idea what it looks like. She did it all.
She probably bought it. Yeah, she bought it. She packed it. She put it in the car. She took it out of the car. Like, she did everything. So, like, another thing. So, like, insert funny picture here of when you travel with kids, you have to have a car seat for them. So, like, there's a special bag for you to put the car seat in, and especially, like, at that young age. So, you need a car seat, you need a stroller, you need, you know, maybe a pack and play. Like, these all get checked for free, but you still have to get all this plus your luggage. So, it's like when you're traveling with kids, like, especially with twins, I have 2 car seats. So, the picture is like, I have the luggages, I have 1 car seat, I have another car seat on my back. And I don't even have my kids. My kids have their own luggage and can roll their own little Spider-Man suitcase. But it's like I have double car seats, like strapped to the front and back of me, plus a luggage with the thing. Like, it's a funny picture.
Oh my God.
It looked like I'm going to Hogwarts.
We had a lot of stuff, and I don't have any kids or strollers or suitcases. And
it looked like I was going to Hogwarts. And we didn't even have a stroller this time because the boys were old enough. But it's like when they're younger, because I have traveled when they're younger, it's like, yeah, you need a pack and play because where are they going to sleep? Like, now they're old enough to sleep in a bed.
In the bed, yeah.
But, like, when they're younger, they can't. So you have to have the pack and play with the mattress and the this and the that. And
oh, God.
It's so much to travel with kids. That's what. So, like, to see a husband who is incompetent and, like, doesn't know what's going on.
And didn't care.
So
and was
irritating
a dick.
And doesn't care. It's so irritating because, like, I get her point. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do this and take care of the kid and take the bag and grab all this for 3 hours plus our flight. And like, no. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, you are another human being who helped make this other little human being.
Yep. And it was her birthday. I don't know if it was that day or her birthday was around it. Because they were traveling for his, like, baptism or something. And then I was like, oh, is it for her birthday? And they were like, no. He goes, it's hers, but no. And she goes, no, this isn't about me. We're going for his bat mitzvah or whatever. Not bat mitzvah, whatever the fuck. Baptism.
Baptism.
But her birthday was somewhere around too. So I was like,
fight him.
Hunter and I were both like, I hope he hits his fucking head. Because he was tall.
Fight him. Yes.
Another thing that happened on the trip is, so with Michigan, and I might cut this out. Michigan is a state that's allowed. And so we went to a place to go see, and it was crazy how big it was. Yeah. And it was so different because just like Illinois, when we go home, it's a legal place, and it wasn't legal when I grew up there. So going to a place where that's legal, just seeing like here, right outside the airport, right next to a gas station, is just like a wild world to like see what it looks like.
Because in Texas it isn't. So like I'm sure like from here and again growing up, you were like, it's not to where like now it is legal in some states. You're like, are we sure? Are you sure this is okay?
Like, nobody's gonna yell at me for walking in here. Like, that's the weird aspect where you go to a state, and like, I know Michigan, I don't want to say it was the first one, but it's one of the ones that's like very forward with yes. And so it was crazy to just see how incorporated it was into regular everyday society. Because Texas has like all the CBD and like all of those shops, but it's a very different when it's like this thing that is not legal is legal here, and you're like, this feels illegal.
Wrong.
I feel like I'm breaking rules even like looking at the place, you know? So I'm trying to think of if I had any other funny stories about the wedding. I feel like, oh, did I tell you? No, I didn't. There was a baby bunny. Not a baby bunny. There was a bunny that I went to go for a run. I didn't tell you this. I went to go for a run one of the days, and I got like a quarter of a mile, and I passed a bunny that was hurt, and I had a whole piece of business again.
Oh, we had a whole breakdown about the bunny.
Yeah, because it looked at me trying to get help, and like,
It looked at me. Why is that such a white girl thing to say? The animal wanted me to help him. He was speaking to me in my mind. Like, such a white girl. I love you because I would do the same thing, but it is such a white girl thing. It's like when you see those roles where it's like, what white girl wants to boop his nose, and it's like a lion, and it's like, you just boop, just give a little boop, and it's like a leopard, a lion, a cheetah, a tiger,
a
and it's like,
crocodile.
yeah, we're just gonna boop. He loves me. Watch, boop. Like, he's not gonna eat me. He said so.
He said so. Did you see the girl that's doing research in some ocean befriending a giant
Shark.
great white shark?
Yeah. I was like, I would shit my pants.
She's in the water on a surfboard petting this thing, and I was like, this
Yeah.
guys, there's God, no.
There's some things that I'm like, okay, there's people who are just really great with animals, but in the same time, I'm like,
Yes.
you have to understand animals are animals. Like, they're not gonna be animals are animals. It was the same. So I saw another video. Speaking of ducks, your favorite thing in the world. So there was this mated duck pair, but the guy,
Your
the
favorite thing in the world.
the male duck was going after the female duck, and this woman was like jumping in the water to like separate him. And I'm like, ma'am,
Okay.
they are animals. Let
They're
them
gonna
be.
do-
They're gonna do
it.
that. That's what they're supposed to do. Like, let them do it. And she's like, she doesn't want it. Just let her be. Let her be. And I'm like, how do you know the duck doesn't want it? It's a duck. But guess
It's
what?
a
It's
duck.
gonna happen. It's gonna
Same with when
happen.
people have not tarantulas, like the big snakes as pets, and then they get big.
Yeah.
Or like, what was that Netflix, that whole crazy Tiger King? Did you watch that? Have we
No.
talked about this?
No, but I've never
You didn't
watched
watch it?
Nope. Everyone was too into it, and I was like, no.
See, I thought it was going to be stupid, and then I watched it, and I was like, this is so stupid, it's entertaining. But he had all the pets and was just climbing in with them, and I'm like, who does this?
But it's like Steve Irwin. It's like there's a couple of people. There's like the guy with the bear. There's this guy who had, it's like there's people who
Some
are
people are.
specialists in this, and they're just so good at reading animals, but they also understand like this animal could kill me because I give off the wrong vibe, and like I'm okay with that, and it's not his fault.
But those people
Like,
have done research and like been around a million snakes, not just one
they've
snake.
studied them. Yes. It's not like I'm jumping in with the tiger being like, I know what his vibes are. He's feeling. I know it. I can sense it.
Where people
He
are like,
wants me to pet him. Like, no, he
he's
probably
telling
doesn't.
me.
He probably wants. This bunny's looking at me, telling me it wants me to rescue it, guys. Okay? I knew
It did.
in my soul. We connected.
Hunter, we're obviously on vacation. Don't have a box. Don't have a towel. No idea where to take this thing.
This was on
We
this
drive
was
around.
on vacation. I thought this was like before you left. Oh, this makes it even better.
This was on Saturday,
man.
the morning before the wedding. I went to go for a run. I got half a mile, ran past this bunny, called Hunter crying, obviously. He came immediately in the car and came talk to me, and he was like, we're not going to look. You're going to talk to me. And he was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, let me call these places. Let me just see what my options are. Found a place. It was 25, 30 minutes away. And Hunter was like, we can't just stand here. We're in the middle of the road. Get on the car. Like, let's go figure out. So we drove around. He grabbed a box out of a dumpster at Denny's and then put it in the car. And then I was like, I don't know what to do. And so we sat outside the car and was like, I don't have time. I can't do this. It's a bunny. It's nature. I have to let it be. And it was really, really nice because with the bird, I was all by myself. Having Hunter there, we were able to move on and have a good wedding. But I was like, why are these things following me? Like, why are they talking to me? Why are they talking to me?
That's funny.
So yeah, that was the part of the wedding.
Funny.
And my shoes, so I had like light pink colored shoes, light pink colored nails,
Did
and
you end up
toes.
liking it? Because I thought it looked good.
I thought it looked good too.
Yeah,
I
okay,
thought it
good.
looked good too. Because we were worried that it was going to look like my foot was all one color and you were going to blend between foot and toe polish and shoe, that it was just going to be like a blob.
You're tan enough that you could tell, and I thought it looked really nice. It wasn't like it popped, because I think if you would have went with like a darker or a brighter pink, it would have stood out too much, and it would have been like, it would have drew your eyes to your feet. Like it would have just like taken away from your dress, which you didn't want. So
yeah. But I didn't want it to look like one blob. And I think you said before the wedding, you were like, if you were pale, it would be a different color. Yeah.
If it was me, it would be a blob because it would be the same color as my skin. But with you, you're tanner, so no. I thought it looked really nice. I thought you looked very pretty.
Thanks! I really liked the dress. It was very fun. This happened at last wedding. Oh God, I didn't tell you this either. Last wedding, I have a slit in my dress. So it's like a high up slit. Well, if I'm wearing leggings,
people?
No, I didn't bring underwear.
Did you flash people? That doesn't change my statement.
No, I wore a pair of Hunter's boxers. And I said, if I'm bringing a dress, don't fucking forget underwear. I forgot underwear again this time.
I like wearing dresses with no undies.
No, absolutely not.
Why?
Because it's too free. It's too open. It's too exposed.
No, I feel like that's the best time. Like, I would rather wear no undies with a dress than no undies with leggings.
See, no, if I'm wearing leggings or sport, like any legging material, the only thing I'm wearing underwear with is a dress and jeans. That's it.
Interesting.
I'm definitely not wearing with leggings because it's all like, but like jeans, you're going to scrape yourself. And dresses, you're just open.
Too free. I'd rather be free.
Your juices are going everywhere. Like, no.
What?
That's how I feel.
I have so many comments, but this is not the podcast for that. Oh, this is not the podcast for this. This is not the episode of this podcast for that.
I can't. I can't. So,
that's the
luckily,
best part. It's fine. I feel like this is those unhinged things where it's like, you like things to not dry, but you like things to be controlled, versus I'm like, all the body fluids. Fuck it.
Nope.
Sorry, people. If you know me, you don't know me. But if you know me.
Oh, God. Okay, now that we're moving on. Can we talk about... Yes, because I want to talk about that. Can we talk about Melissa's cream cheese story?
Yes, because this is perfect. I got so excited for this. This is a good segment. So, me and Melissa are on the same page with most everything with food. And so, we love, queso. We want all the sauce. This goes into everything. Like, I want whatever I'm eating to be, like, smothered in liquids.
Squishy.
I want it to be squishy and mushy. And I want all the sauces and I want all of it. I don't want dry meat. Nobody wants dry meat. Nobody wants that. Okay? You want all the liquids. So,
this
Melissa
segued perfectly.
It did. It was great. See, it's like I knew we were going to talk about this. We're talking about food, guys. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Come on, be real.
PG around here. Said no one ever. Anyways.
Said no one ever.
Melissa sends a picture of a bagel she made, and it has a ton of, it has an inch of cream cheese. And I was like, that is the perfect,
size of my mouth cream cheese.
But that is the perfect amount of cream cheese. I was like, I would love that bagel because you could just, all the cream cheese in the world, and it's great. And Sam said it made her want to gag.
It did make me gag. Ugh. You're biting into a ball of mush.
Yes.
But then it's smushy and in your mouth and
no one says you have to shove the whole thing in your mouth at the same time. Take a bite. What the fuck?
I would need 4 bagels for the amount of cream cheese that she had on that bagel.
See, but then you have too much bagel to cream cheese. It's like a cupcake. You can't just eat the frosting. You have to cut it in half so you get equal cake to frosting ratio. This is the same with the bagel.
I agree with you there.
You have to have equal cream cheese to bagel ratio. And that was the way
That's
to
where you
accomplish
lose
that.
me. Okay,
You
one,
had me, then you
that's where you
lost
lose
me.
me. You had me, you lost me, and that amount of cream cheese was 7 worths of bagels. I go through a cream cheese pack, like, I'm telling you, like, I want to see the bagel through my cream cheese. Like, I want
No.
to see it. So a
It's
tub
so
lasts me
dry.
months until it gets moldy. Like, that's how long cream cheese lasts me.
That's so dry, though.
I don't like it
How
when
do you
it's
want...
warm
What
and
about
mushy.
your burgers? Like,
I
if you
can't
have
have
ketchup
cheese.
or... No, but if you have, like, ketchup and stuff on your burgers, you telling me you, like, barely put enough ketchup on it to, like, on your bun? You have nothing on your
No,
burger?
it's not so much with sauces. It's more with like avocado, cream cheese. When I was eating regular cheese, like if I were to bite into regular cheese, not queso, because that's more sauce texture, but like if
Okay.
I were to bite into, I don't
Like
know,
a
a
quesadilla?
cheesy ravioli and it wasn't
Okay.
enough and it was just that like mushy, thick texture,
Oh, so
cottage cheese texture. Blech, blech,
oh,
blech.
so if I have a ravioli and you skimped me on the filling, I'm like pissed. Like I want a stuffed ravioli, like busting at the seams, stuffed full of cream.
I love that you finished it like that for a perfect clip. Dink.
What?
I love you so much. What? I didn't plan that.
I am innocent here. We're talking about food.
We are talking about food, maybe.
We are.
I just can't. I can't. I like sauces like ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce, like a lot of that, fine. If potato salad is too creamy and there's not enough potato chunks, I don't want it.
That's
Things
just
like
cold.
that.
I can't do cold. Potato salad cold, I can't. It's like noodles. I don't like cold noodles. Like a pasta salad, I cannot do cold noodles. It
Okay.
can be all mushy and creamy and whatever, but it's a cold noodle, and to me that's disgusting.
I really like pasta when it's half cooked. Like while I'm making pasta,
Hell, you're weirdo.
I will take a box of pasta, dump most of it in, take one crunchy ass noodle and eat it. And then like 7 times while I'm making pasta, I will take it even if it's clearly not done. I just like that. Hunter watched me walk over to him because he was making pasta and grab a raw ass noodle and he just kind of turned and was like,
you did it while you were here and I cooked pasta and you were like, I like just to cook it, like just eat the noodles. And I was like, okay.
Apparently Hunter had never seen me do that. He saw me eat it like during cooking, but a raw ass noodle, literally just 2 days ago, he was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you? And I was like, I don't know. I like it. But like, if you do, your crab rangoons, I would have to take like the crunchy corner and a little bit of the mush, and then all the four, and I would leave the center mush out.
Oh, that's literally the best part. I feel like this is almost like when you're eating a sandwich. And it's like, how do you go? Like, I will eat, same with a burger. Like, the middle part is the best part. Like, I hate the edges. So I have to eat around the edges. And then I leave the middle for last.
Really?
And the middle is, yes, I do. And the middle is the best part. So that's the best bite. I really, like, with anything, the middle is the best part.
Never seen you eat a burger, I guess.
Yeah.
Never.
Like, I will basically try to eat around the edges until I get just the middle part.
I've seen you fuck up some enchiladas, though.
Why? What do I do to enchiladas?
You just eat them all the time. I've seen you eat.
I do. I eat so
I
many
don't know the
enchiladas.
last time I've ever seen you eat a burger, but enchiladas even, if they're not enough stuff in the middle that's thick, crunchy texture or something, like if it's all just a little bit of chicken and mostly cheese, no. Again, no.
I mean, you can't have cheese, but no, the enchiladas need to be no crunch. It's all mush. It's tortillas and cheese and sauce and chicken. And then I chop it all up and I mix it in with the rice and beans to get like one big mush. And it is so good. Interesting.
That's really funny.
The cream cheese thing is the best though. Because I feel like anybody who is from the East Coast, I feel like that's like a thing. You have to have like double the cream cheese per your bagel. Which is how it should be.
Hunter's that way. He'll use a whole ass scoop of whatever. Okay, question. Do you think we're at 40 minutes and the other one is 14? Do you think I should do a side story or do you think I should just end it with a story? Probably just end it with a story.
I think we end it with the story, and then if you can combine it, great. And if not, we're still at 40 minutes.
Okay.
Give or take.
Cool. Okay. The last thing that happened at the wedding that I haven't told you as well, circling back to the beginning, I haven't seen, these are my friends from grad school, so I haven't seen them. There's also her sister and her sister-in-law that I've talked to literally for 5 years on Instagram, like extensively, and have never met them until this time. So that was really cool to see them. That was really, and that was very fun to like get to see them and meet them, even though like I felt like I knew them. But while I was there, my friend asked like about the podcast and like was like, yeah, I listened to the first episode. He was a guy, so he was like, you know, I haven't listened to the rest of it, but like whatever. Jen, the bride, she goes, I love listening to your podcast. She goes, it really helps me on those days that are really, really hard. She was like, when I'm stuck in the lab and I don't want to be there, like, I'm so glad you put out the podcast when you did. I really needed it, like, at that time. You know, I'm listening to it on the hard days. And I was like, that's exactly what, you know, like, that's
Love
what
you,
I want.
Jen. New BFF.
Like, it was so cool. And she said she wants to meet you. And she lives close. We can talk about that later, but she doesn't live far. And so it was just really cool to like see people that like outside perspective of the podcast, like, because again, I'm talking to you, right? And so to hear that how much that impacted her, or Stacy wanted me to tell you that the episode where you're talking about like not brushing your teeth and not eating and not taking care of yourself, she was like, tell Bri I'm so thankful that you talked about that, because I was at that point and I thought I was crazy. I thought I was alone. I thought I was doing something. So she was like, she was like in tears telling me, she was like, I'm so
it's gonna make me tear up.
I'm so happy that Bri talked about it because it made me feel less alone and not crazy like I've done that. And that was just recently. Like she's told me that other things, and then Jen said it too. So I was just really, I was like, that's really, really cool that we get to impact our friends and family and people around us. And so,
well, that was the whole point. Because I mean, I didn't realize until you said something and you were like, no, wait a minute. Like, hang on, I've been there. And then the more people I've talked to, it's like, there's been so many shared experiences of it. And I'm like, why is this such a thing that we don't talk about? Because it's like, people feel ashamed and they feel guilty and like, it's a them thing. And then when you realize like, oh my God, I'm not alone. Like, that's one of the best feelings. So like to hear it even from people who know me and know you and know us, to then go, wow, you guys talked about this and like that still made an impact on me. And it's like, you guys know us too. And then like, we just haven't been able to either talk to you about that by yourself, but like to know that some of your
conversations come up.
Yeah. Like just to know that some of your friends have been through the same things that you've been through. And now maybe that'll open a door for them to, you know, talk to us about it, talk to anybody about it, and just know like,
like knowing that I wasn't the only one that did that, knowing that you had gone through that. And like, it's a lot of the stories that we'll share is like things that more people go through and just are afraid to talk about it. And I think that's what's made us closer. And I think that's what helps. So like, if there's an episode that resonates with you, like share it with your friends, start that conversation. Like a lot of people, if you could share a podcast about that, you know, not brushing your teeth and be like, oh, I remember going through that. That's going to spark connection and community and going to make you feel closer to your friends that you know. Like you said, friends that know you, friends that may not know that side or like get your perspective if you're not ready to talk about it. It's a really good conversation. So keep sharing this with your friends, send it to your mom when we talk shit. And I think that's all. So I appreciate you guys listening and we'll catch you next week. Bye.
You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok. Like, follow, subscribe.
There you go.
I can't remember what episode we're on, but I can remember the ending.
That's why there's two of us. We've got one brain cell shared between us collectively.
Yes. We just pass it back and forth. It's fine.
Okay. Are we done now? Did we check all the boxes?
Bye.
Bye.
I was like, is she going to say it? Is she going to say it?